Well, Peter and the Starcatcher is interesting because it's a prequel to Peter Pan, and I think people are very, kind of curious these days about how these sort of iconic characters became who these iconic characters are.
I think they'll see a play that's very moving and funny, and people are very moved by this play. I think they'll hear discussions about maturity and responsibility, and they'll see that the play is about making a choice in your life, and so I think they'll remember choices that they might have made or choices they have yet to make, and they'll do that.
It's very, very funny and yet has a lot of heart. It's a comedy that becomes kind of like a Chekhov play at the end, and I think that's unique.
The inspiration for the show was, when you give a child, a baby particularly, a toy in a box, and they'll play with the toy for maybe 20 minutes, and then they'll spend the rest of the day playing with the box. Because the idea of that box, of the ability to see something out of nothing, and that's the inspiration for the show. It's really what the show is about, is holding on to that ability to imagine and not take things at face value.
The collaborative aspect of it has actually been the most gratifying part of this whole process. I think this is a really exceptional group of actors and also a really exceptional creative team, and we've all built this together in a way that is very special.
I think what is very exciting about this show is I'm proud of it. I am proud that I get to play Black Stache with my outrageous mustache, and I get to ham it up a little bit. But after a moment of stepping forward and being this horrible, horrible man, I get to morph right back into the background and support other people coming forward and doing their thing. So it's very collaborative. We all love each other, and I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's true.
I think it's one of the most theatrical shows that will be in this season. I think the movie version or the television version of Peter and the Starcatcher would be very different from what we're trying to tell, which is a much less literal, much more imaginative telling of the story.